Mark Zuckerberg shared a DARPA secret technology with the Chinese government. That is the title of this video, and today we will be discussing what allegedly, just making sure, allegedly, what the secret technology was, most likely, according to, very strongly credible journalist. And allegedly, of course, as always, allegedly, we will be discussing what this DARPA technology was that the Facebook shared with China, and we will also broadly touch upon social security system in China, and is it real or not, because there is a little bit of a muddy water. It's not crystal clear how it works, but we will be talking about it today. Dude, let me just introduce myself. My name is Joe, and I mostly started doing a little bit of vlogs on here, but nobody watched them. So now I do geopolitics, which works for me perfectly because I love geopolitics and I love macroeconomics, which is a very cutesy term for I like to talk about what is happening in the world right now. So that's what I want to talk about on this channel. So if you are new here, welcome here. I would show you my favorite sidekick, Mikey, but he ran away to chase some deer, so he won't be in this video, but you can see him in another one. Okay, let's back up and let's talk about the topic of today's video. Let's dive deep into it. Listen, Mark Zuckerberg, as any entrepreneur, wanted to grow his company and wanted to explore new markets, specifically Chinese markets. And so in order to be allowed inside of the country virtually, in order to Facebook be allowed inside of the country, he learned Mandarin and he visited China many times. And he also allegedly, this is a new lawsuit from a whistleblower, he allegedly shared a top secret technology with the Chinese government. Most likely this technology, according to Whitney Webb, which is a journalist, she covered the Epstein files, and she has 2 books about Epstein and what predates him, who were the other agents who predates him. And she talked about that Mark Zuckerberg, basically the beginning of his company, Facebook, ties to the defense industry, which is really the war machine in the United States, and more specifically to DARPA. The technology, allegedly, that we are talking about today is facial recognition. He most likely shared a facial recognition with the Chinese government. The reason why he would get, for example, the way it would work is that Facebook would come to the Pentagon and they would want, some program to work with, and in exchange they would get money. And so the Pentagon would love to harvest the data that the users are sharing with Facebook for free. And then they would, for example, set up a program which would be beneficial for the Pentagon, and in exchange they would get a lot of money. And this program most likely was basically learning the AI how to facial recognize people for future use, for example, for surveillance and policing. If you want to, for example, during protests, use facial recognition, you first have to learn that AI on something. We often talk about how the ChatGPT has to learn on something because it's scraping the data from the internet. And similarly, the surveillance program from the DARPA, from the Pentagon, has to learn something. They need some data to learn on, and they've most likely used the Facebook data. So they have shared similar interest. Facebook shared the interest of making more money, and Pentagon shared the interest of getting the data that Facebook gets from the free users and harvesting them and using them for learning new facial recognition features. And allegedly, there is a new whistleblower coming from Facebook, and she alleges that Facebook, in order to access new market, in order to access Chinese market, they have shared this data with China. Now we have to say that this seems very, very credible. This seems very, very credible because the Chinese, for the few past years, 5-ish or something like that, dude, they have been basically using this allegedly. All of the legacy media headlines were talking about social security and how it's being basically each person has a number, and if you, for example, jaywalk and the camera facial recognizes you jaywalking, it will downgrade you, it will take away your score. Now there has been a lot of people coming out on social media, on different apps, you know, the Chinese residents and Chinese citizens talking about that this doesn't exist, that this is just propaganda from the Western media. Now this is it gets very muddy. It's hard to believe who is telling the truth and who is lying. I don't personally believe the legacy media in the West, so it is hard to believe them. On the other hand, I have seen also documentaries where journalists who have been very critical of the Chinese government have been very, very harshly punished. For example, there has been a documentary about Chinese journalist who hasn't been allowed in public services like metro or buses because he has been facially recognized and the system wouldn't allow him to enter. And so maybe there might not be a number attached to a person, but there is definitely a facial recognition system, which is the key part of it. The facial recognition system exists. Not only the Western government has it, but also the Chinese government has it. And allegedly, the Chinese government has it because Mark Zuckerberg was greedy and he shared it with them in order to gain access for the new Chinese markets. Okay, I have to be honest with you guys. I feel like I might have forgot something that I wanted to talk about, but I really feel like I might have I don't know, there was something I wanted to talk about, but yeah. Anyway, it might be probably in the next video or something. I am not the most organized person. Mikey, who is the goodest boy? Oh my God, you smell. Smelly one. Do you smell? Yeah, a little bit. Mikey. Okay, sorry. Yeah, there is something that I probably wanted to mention in this video, but if it's not going to be in this video because I already forgot, then it's going to be in the next video. So check out all of these ones here, there and everywhere. Check out all of them, and also make sure to smash that like button, make sure to smash that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye. Mikey, bye bye. Say bye bye. Bye bye guys. Bye bye.